I hate this. I can't wait to be done with them. I'm going for my haircut appointment. It's currently, oh my god, it's 9:24. So I'll carry my book just in case. I don't know if you can read while getting a haircut. Anyways, I have a shoot next Monday, and these people, this the place I usually get my haircut, they offered me a haircut at the perfect time. It only has to be ordained by God himself, because I was thinking, I was like, oh my god, like I need to get a haircut. Am I gonna get an appointment between this time? Because today is Wednesday and the shoot is on Monday. And guess what? Yesterday they just offered me, they're like, hey, can you come in tomorrow? And I was like, yes, I will come. And I didn't even tell them anything. They just told me out of the blue. I'm gonna carry my sunglasses. I know they're blue and they don't match. I lost my black sunglasses, and it's yesterday I was reading outside and I realized the importance of sunglasses, because I felt so, I don't know, my eyes felt weak and I started feeling dizzy. Not weak, like, I don't know, I think if you're exposed towards light for a long time, like your eyes work harder, I guess. I'm done with my hair. I just got the sides and the back, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. Reading my book. I put a pause on this book a little bit, and I was reading the Helen Forrester book 2. And honestly, this book is more of like a summery vibe than the other one, because I don't know, I love this book because it's so, like, it's such a fashion book. It's about art, but it's just, I mean, art is just as much about fashion as paintings. It's more about paintings, but then, like, it's cool, and like they actually mention like real people from like the time that this book was set, which is like 1980s, I think, like Prince, what's the name of that lady, the iconic one? I watched her documentary. What's her name? Okay, they also mentioned brands, Oscar de la Renta, like every kind, like, and I love that they mention the outfits that the people are wearing. The book is called The Artist's Secret by Alexandra Joel. So I'm here today. The temperatures went up to 28, and I checked the weather, and it's still going to be 21 until 9 p.m. That's why I am here without my shirt on, and it's evening. So I wouldn't be able to do this on some other random days, but today it's hot, and like, it's very calming to be here. I kinda wish I came earlier in the afternoon, but I had a lot of errands to run, and it was so hot, and I was hungry because I only had sandwiches when then I left the house, and I was like running errands back to back. I thought I was gonna faint. Anyways, I've been thinking a lot about like summer, and I'm like, I don't want summer to end. Am I gonna remember? Am I doing enough with my summer? Blah blah blah. But then it's like, hey, it was just 2024, and now 2025 slipped by so quickly, and I'm like, I won't even know it, and it's gonna be next summer. So it's nothing to be sad or mad about. Yeah, tomorrow I have a lot of errands to do also. Yeah. I'm good. Hi.
You're praying?
No, I'm reading.
Reading?
Yeah.
What kind of book?
This Artist's
Artist?
Secret.
Are you artist?
Who, me?
Yeah.
And I'm model.
Okay. Model?
Yeah.
You working in Lublin?
Yeah, Poland.
Which agency? Which one?
You know it?
Yeah, my daughter started this job about plenty of years ago.
Oh.
She now is
nice.
pregnant, and long story.
So now she's not
No.
modeling
She
anymore.
started, but after 2-3 years.
When I was reading my book today, the character in this book, she has a lot of like interest. Okay, my friend is calling. Yeah, that was my friend. We've been apartment hunting. She's in Turkey, so I've been helping her, like going to visit places, and she just, I don't think if she will allow me to share this, but we just got some good news from one of the places I went to visit today, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. So back to this book. This girl, Ren, WREN, she has very interesting encounters with like new people, and I've been craving. I've been like, I want an encounter with like a stranger that is like interesting encounter. You know what I mean? And as I was sitting reading my book, I just so happened to be filming, and this guy just comes up and he's like, "Hey, are you praying?" Because I was sitting like this and my book was here. So he was like, "Are you praying?" And I was like, "Oh no, I'm reading my book." And I think you saw some part of the conversation, and we went on to have this long conversation, and he's like passionate about fishing and he's here to check, and he just told me like his friend caught like a big fish and sent him photos. Apparently you can't take this fish like in Tanzania. In Tanzania you fish whatever and go with it at home, but here it's like there's laws, and apparently you just can't fish. You need like a fishing license, and he told me everything about getting the fishing license and whatnot. And I just found out that you can only fish the small fish. You can't take the predators. Something about conservation of like biodiversity, blah blah blah. That was so interesting. And his daughter, because when people ask me what do you do, I say I'm a model, because I do a lot of stuff, and I can, I guess, but like I've never thought of being like I am this, so I just say I'm a model. And yeah, he was like, wow, what agency? And then I told him, and he was like, wow, I know that agency. My daughter, I heard about it when my daughter was working, like used to be a model, and she did this years ago, and now she's pregnant, but I guess she stopped when she was pregnant or something. I don't know. It sounded like it. And that was interesting. His name is Greg, and he's a soldier, and he's been into like, I don't know, half of Europe as a Polish soldier, and it's very interesting. I love talking to people who are passionate about something. He was like, I'm crazy about fishing, I'm crazy. And I was like, yeah, be sure to invite me to the next fishing event, because I want to fish. Honestly, I want to also get into fishing. Honestly, anything that involves water and a boat that is not like swimming in water bodies, count me in, baby. Count me in. Yeah, I'll get back to my reading. It's starting to get a little bit dark, and my home is like 7 kilometers from here, so I need to get going. And when I get home, I need to make dinner. I think I'm gonna make pesto pasta. I'm really into, ever since I went to that like I went to this restaurant called Basma, and they served me this like salad that on the menu it says Arabic salad, but my friend was like, that is actually a Turkish salad, so I'm gonna say a Turkish salad. And it had like it was like salted, and it had like this like vinegary taste, and I'm into like citrusy, except I don't use lemons. I use like apple cider vinegar. I'm into like sour salads, you know what I mean? More like of a summer vibe, I can say. And I'm still shocked that I'm just wearing shorts and I'm here, cause on a random day I would die of cold if I just had a short here. And that's just me. Like other people are usually okay. That's just me. So that's the case. I just remembered this. My God, Jesus does not play about me. does not play. Everything I ask for, I get. And if I don't get that, I get something better than that I was supposed to have. I just didn't know how to ask. So I was just like, I would really love a fun, interesting encounter with like a stranger. And it happened right on camera. 3 days ago, I was like, I would really love to get a haircut before my work trip on Monday. And a barber shop that is always calling me goes, hey, do you want to come for a haircut tomorrow at 10 a.m.? And mind you, this is not the only thing. I get encounters like this almost every single day, to the point sometimes I'm worried. I'm like, God, am I showing enough gratitude? Because like sometimes I'm just like shocked. I'm like, thank you God, I'm grateful. But I'm like, should I be screaming and shouting and like being like, yeah? But it's like sometimes I'm just like plain out shocked. I'm just like, what? And yeah, so believe Jesus. You will never be disappointed. Even when you think you've been disappointed, something greater will come. It might take time for you to realize, but something greater will always come. Time to leave. Look at the view. By the way, I've really had so much fun this summer. Like, reading, relaxing, doing the things that I want to do. I worked so hard. Like most people won't even know what I was doing, but I tried to show a little bit. But I worked so hard this winter. It's insane. Last winter. Yeah. This winter is not yet here. I worked so hard last winter, so I deserve all the rest this summer. Though I'm still working, but it's like there's no school. And this semester, the last semester was crazy. Borderline insane. Guys, I know you can't see me, but you can only see my teeth. But I had another encounter with people, and they asked me, they were just like, where are you from? And we started talking, and he was like, I've been to Kenya, blah, blah, blah. I was like, you should go to Tanzania. And I just love such moments. Oh my God, I want more. Guys, I have a salted caramel ice cream that I didn't pay for. So I was sitting outside the ice cream shop reading because, oh my God, what's that? It's the ice cream. Anyways, I was sitting outside the ice cream shop reading because when it gets dark, I read the book from my phone, Apple Books. And I was reading, and then I realized the lady started closing. Like, she was like taking all the chairs and the tables inside and the plants and the dustbin and everything. And mind you, it's a lot of chairs. So I was like, why not? My bus is in 20 minutes. Why not help her? I helped her because the lady is very kind. Even if she was not, like, why not offer a helping hand when you can? So I did that, and she was very grateful at the end. And she was like, ice cream? Water? I was like, no, yeah. And then she was like, oh, and then I was like, okay, I'll take it. I was like, I mean, why say no to a free ice cream after, like, I read somewhere in a book it says that the character was like, I accepted the help because I know they would feel good to offer me something. And I was like, wow. So sometimes when we are rejecting things from people, it's like we are actually like not giving them opportunities to be kind back to us, like we were kind to them. And so from ever reading that, I'm always accepting offers, and I'm like, thank you. So I was like, thanks, I'll get salted caramel. I took my phone, I wanted to like pay, and she was like, no, it's free, and yay, now I have to clean my heart.